rolling.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're standing in front of one of the most unpenetrable walls in Santa Rosa County. But I am happy to report to you today that a civic-minded citizen, along with some of his friends, were finally allowed a glimpse beyond the walls of secrecy. Ladies and gentlemen, as you will see, there's a notice on the front door that is inviting you, a citizen, your first time event, to attend a meeting. We hope you enjoy it. We hope to see many more of these. And even though Mr. Gray was very cordial in his comments from the governor's office, I can assure Mr. Gray that there are some areas that he is still not untwisted as of yet, and your horsefly will continue to look at that. Hope to see you all soon. Once again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed that intro there. Kind of a satisfaction of many years of effort.
That was their first open meeting.
First open meeting
in history.
In history.
Santa Rosa history was made at that meeting.
It was a historic meeting. We're going to get in a little bit deeper into that, but you know, Deborah, I want to say something personally, and I want my governor, Charlie Crist, to know. Because in the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've sent quite a few emails to the governor of the Sunshine State of Florida. And Governor Crist, I appreciate you and the Lieutenant Governor and the Office of Open Government. You guys have responded. You have taken an interest, and I appreciate that. And you know, recently you're out here pushing for more tax relief, and I tell you. You know, you started out kind of slow with me, but you might get me on the bandwagon here. But I just want the governor, the lieutenant governor, and the Office of Open Government, thank you for letting me, the citizen, know that my concerns or my issues are important to you.
Apparently, it was a telephone call from someone at the governor's office to Team Santa Rosa that prompted the open meeting and the sudden interest in providing public records, which isn't quite where it's supposed to be yet.
Exactly, yeah.
Those meetings opened like that, though.
And ladies and gentlemen, look, this is important. It's your tax dollars. The law, which was written in 1967, the start of it, and which has gotten stronger and stronger over the years, is there for a reason. It's important you as a taxpayer, even if you're busy and can't go to a meeting, it's important for you to know that a meeting was held in public, that proper minutes are taken, and that it is all done at a properly noticed public meeting that you can attend. It's all very important. Now,
the question of minutes is actually the star of our show today, I think.
Absolutely. You know,
this is the agenda from Team Santa Rosa's.
Yeah, let's go over the agenda. February 17th, 2009. Once again, first ever public meeting held by Team Santa Rosa.
Which is the first one they've been in legal compliance with Sunshine Law.
That's correct.
Since their existence.
Of course, item number 1 is a call to order. Item number 2.
Read this one very slowly.
My little head just gets filled with question marks. So let me read it. Item number 2.
And let's remind our audience that Team Santa Rosa is required in their capacity as a representative of the government or stepping in the shoes of government. They're required to hold open meetings and keep minutes from each meeting and make them available to us.
That is correct. Item number 2. Approve all minutes available from 1998, ladies and gentlemen, until November of 2008. Now that just opens up all kind of questions to me, Deborah.
We have a stack of those. This is what was approved. This is those minutes in question, and there do seem to be some serious gaps in here.
Yeah, there's some interesting things, but we want you, the viewer, to know that the crack team of investigators at Santa Rosa Week, along with some of our friends, are combing over the minutes that we've finally gotten after years of asking for them, and in future shows we'll point out some things that we found very interesting. But you know, approve 10 years worth of minutes at one meeting. That was
Those
just,
that are available.
those that are available. Now, Deborah, what could that possibly mean? Some were not available?
I would infer that from that item.
The computer wasn't working, so we couldn't print it? Is that what it means? It wasn't available? The printers broke down?
I'm going to take an educated guess that was not the problem.
Because I know that the chairman and this organization at Team is aware that they have to have minutes for everything they did. How is it that it's not available? The power cord must have been busted on the printer, or the computer was down. That had to have been it.
Have minutes and retain minutes and file minutes and keep minutes.
You know, and the rest of it is, you know, there's a few other things we might want to talk about, but just let's describe it. Okay, you know, I chose to show up late because I wanted to be seen when I went in. You know,
You wanted to make a dramatic entrance.
that's always very important to me. You know,
And it was myself, Mrs. Cooey, your dad,
right?
and your son,
My son,
and a couple of other people,
right? And
our friend Alan Isaacson was
and
there.
Alan Isaacson was there. Let me. Actually, you're gonna see the video, but we did want to paint a little picture
Set the
for
scene.
you. Table in a big
You.
U basically. Nice comfortable chairs around the conference table. Very uncomfortable chairs for the citizens to sit in up against the wall.
They know how to live large at Team Santa Rosa. I'm just grateful we were allowed in.
Yeah. The other thing of note is all the people sitting at the conference table were having a wonderful meal.
It was quite the repast.
Nice, what appeared to be ham and cheese. Of course, I want you to know that I didn't get close enough to a sandwich to really tell what it was.
We got some footage of the sandwiches.
I'm just so happy that they all enjoyed their meal and their chips and their drink, while the public sat in uncomfortable chairs pushed up against the wall and in the back of the rooms. So, hey.
Now, nobody offered anything, but then again, we didn't ask.
Well, certainly didn't ask for a sandwich, but at the first historic public meeting of an entity where I will say it looks like they're trying to follow the law, one would think that there would either be no sandwiches there or that they might have said, here's a little snack for you. Would you like something to drink? But that's just a little side discussion for another
We don't
day.
want to deconstruct the sandwich, the significance of the sandwiches for too long, because it was a very short meeting to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. It quite possibly could have been a world record setting short time frame. It may have made the Guinness World Book of Records.
We could have
23 minutes.
We could encompass that entire meeting in this show and still have time to comment on it.
Exactly. To 23 minutes in length.
Which, of course, now there's a danger there for Team, because if their public meetings are that short, it could lead people to wonder what exactly they're doing that's productive at Team Santa Rosa.
With
the millions that we send in.
If I was in charge of facilitating the first ever public meeting of an entity that should have been public forever, I can assure you that it would have been so long that people would have left. Okay. You
would have had time for an 8-course meal.
Actually, there was basically two things of business that was discussed.